This year, the women's biathlon found itself a new supreme leader. Dahlmeier, only 23 years old, just blew out the competition. Despite some small health problems, the young German girl has dominated all her rivals. The occasion for IBU TV to meet and get her impressions about her wins and her skyrocketing career.
It's the best season, until I make biathlon. It's perfect.
And you had also some amazing World Championship in Hochfilzen. Just tell us a bit about those 2 weeks there.
Yeah, it was really crazy. 6 medals and 5 gold medals in 6 races. Yeah, it was perfect for me and I'm so happy about it. And I think Hochfilzen is a really special place for me. I like it. It's in the Alps, you see the mountains. We had really good weather. It's so close to my hometown. Many spectators were there, family, friends and so on. And yeah, we had a really good atmosphere in the whole team, in the hotel. And I think, perhaps it was a key for my success.
And in your mind, were you going for these 6 medals or just to, I don't know, win you some gold, 1 or 2 gold medals?
My aim was to win 1 medal, and I thought, okay, 1 medal in an individual race would be perfect. And then my aim was to win a gold medal. Perhaps 1 with the team, 1 in an individual race, and then I stay focused until the first race. And I thought, okay, the first race I want to make a good sprint competition, and then we will see. And then the sprint was really good with the silver medal, and I was very happy. But I thought, okay, a little bit more, perhaps, then you can catch the gold medal, then the pursued gold medal, and then I was smiling, and I thought, okay, perfect. And I just stayed focused from one race to the next, and it was like a dream. Every race was perfect, and also with the relay, it was a really good success for the whole team. And we remembered the World Championships in Kontiolahti, where we won also the gold medal in the relay, and it was again a really great day for whole Germany.
Is there a medal which makes you prouder than the others? You said maybe the relay or an individual one?
No, I think it's hard to say which medal is better than another medal. I think it's important to start the World Championships with a good race, and that was the sprint for me. But also the last race, the mustard, was a perfect race with 4x0, and I felt really good on the tracks. Perfect. But I think every race was really, really good.
You talk about just the mustard. Was there a competition this year? You had this feeling you have everything under control. Nothing can happen to you.
The pursuit of Pyeongchang, and also the mustard, the World Champs. I think there were 2 or 3 races like this year.
We're back at the beginning of the season in Östersund. Did you think in Östersund you could dominate the season like you did this year?
No, never. I thought the individual race, okay, perhaps it was a good race, but I never thought it's possible to win the individual. And then, it was a crazy race with wind and many mistakes, and also a really good course time for me. And I thought, oh, okay, it's just the first race of the season. Perhaps I had some luck, and that's it. But the whole season was really, really good. I think I'm always in the top 10, and
And when did you tell yourself at what time, okay, now I am competing for the yellow bib? This year, maybe already last year?
I thought, okay, we have the World Championships in Hochfilzen, and I want to be strong there and have my best performance at the World Champs. And perhaps it's also possible to have a good place in the overall World Cup, perhaps in the top 3 or something like that. But it was not my aim to win the yellow bib. And I think perhaps it's good to have it not to stay not. Perhaps it's good to stay not focused just on the yellow bib. it's better to look from one race to the other and not focus to this big thing, overall World Cup.
When you see all your results this year, do you think it was a good decision to rest in Oberhof, even if you lost the yellow bib?
Yes, I think so. I think it was a good decision because it's possible to take out 2 results from the overall ranking. And yeah, I was also in the first position, also without the yellow bib, but I know, okay, I had just missed these 2 races, and it was really good for my training for the World Champs. And now, in the end of the season, I think I'm a little bit stronger than perhaps some of the others because I had 2 races less.
So no stress when you saw Gabi winning the sprint and taking back the yellow bib, no stress?
No stress, and it was also good for the German media because then they could look on Gabi and she's the leader, and I could make my own thing.
We just come back from Korea. Just a word about this trip. You like it?
It was a hard trip, 25 hours traveling, and yeah, Korea, it was my first time in Korea, and it was something really different than Europe, than Germany. Also really different from the stadium and the atmosphere. And I felt, okay, it's not typical for biathlon and for winter sports. And it was, yeah, a bit crazy to have there some World Cup races and also next year the Olympic Winter Games. But on the other side, I think it's a really good track and a good shooting range, and I felt comfortable there, and yeah, so I had really good races.
Yeah, you had a good feeling there and you won twice.
Yeah.
But you're still young, you're 23. Can you tell us how much is important these Olympic Games for you in Pyeongchang next year?
Yeah, I'm looking forward, and I had won Olympic Winter Games in Sochi, but I was really young and I had no experience with Olympic Games and so on, and it was something really new, and I think since the last years I could improve a lot, and next year I'm happy to race again at the Olympics, and I think it's always a special thing to be there with a whole nation and start for Team Germany, and yeah, I think it will be good.
Let's talk about your abilities in biathlon. You're very strong in every part of the sport, skiing, shooting, but from your point of view, where do all these strengths come from? Is it hardworking, maybe some special physical skills?
It's hard to say. A lot of training, of course. Yeah, perhaps a little bit from my family. We were outside in the mountains always on the weekends and so on. And yeah, I did a lot of training since I'm a little child. But I think it's also important to do something different. I'm outside with my friends and not just the normal biathlon training in the stadium with ski and ski roller and so on. And I think that's also important to have fun, also, without a coach, and train for your own aims.
And now we can say in biathlon you are controlling every aspect of the sport. You know, if you want to win, everything depends on you. If you do good competition, you're gonna win. Does it help you to feel more relaxed and more confident before you start a competition?
A little bit, but it's different than 2 or 3 years before. I thought, okay, it's so important to shoot clean, because without the clean shooting, I know it's not possible to reach the podium, and now it's a little bit more comfortable. But on the other side, I want always to come to the podium. So it's important again to have a strong or a good shape on the course and also on the shooting range, and it's like this.
And you said once you like when you feel you have the control on the event. Mm-hmm. Do you feel it sometime in biathlon? Like maybe Martin Fourcade can feel it as well?
Not always. Sometimes it's like that. Like last week in Pyeongchang, I controlled the pursuit. I was in front and I shoot clean, and so I know, okay, if I want to win, I just have to make my own race, without looking what the others will do.
And do you like to have this control?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always good to know, okay, I don't need the mistakes from the others.
You're the leader of the German biathlon and you're still 23. Don't you feel too much pressure from the media? How do you deal with it? Do you deal with it?
It's not always easy for me. And I think, okay, we have a good team and we should handle it with the whole team and not just looking to me and, okay, Laura Dahlmeier, hero, and so on. I think it's not so easy, but we find a good way, especially after the World Championships, because I felt not so good with my health and so on, and that was a sign to go a little bit slower, and I didn't make so many interviews and so on after the World Champs, and I think it's better for me because if you have so many interviews and media and so on, there is not enough time for training and relaxing. And for me, it's important to make good races and not to make just good interviews. And I think that's very important also for the next year's Olympics. So I think we should go a little bit slower.
And maybe sometimes biathlon is too much for you?
Perhaps sometimes after a long season, I'm looking forward to come home and go outside, go climbing without biathlon. And also between the World Cups, it's good to come home. In January, my hometown is really close to the stations, to the World Cup stations, and so on Sunday I go home and have 2 or 3 days at home, and then I come back, and I think then I'm always a little bit stronger.
And you just talked about climbing. Because of this pressure, is it why you have those strong hobbies away from biathlon? Does they help you to deal with the pressure and to have this clarity of mind?
Yes, I think it is something like that. And it's also, if you are outside in the mountains, every person is the same. It doesn't matter if you have a good job or you earn a lot of money or you look good. No, it's just important to have a good team, and it doesn't matter what's your job, how much money do you earn or something like that. You split your job and you work as a team, and I think that's very fine in the mountains because it's special there. And I think we are all normal and we have fun there outside, and we've forgot the time and all material things, and that's cool.
Do you need this adrenaline far away from biathlon?
Perhaps, yeah.
Everybody about climbing. Everybody talk about your climbing hobby and try to do some bridge between climbing and biathlon. Do you think there is some, or is it just a way for you to go away from biathlon?
I think it's just a hobby, and if the others think it's also good to go outside and go climbing, then they should remember it's just a hobby for me. It's not the key for everybody to go climbing. Perhaps then they won't be better at biathlon because they miss some training or so on. Everybody needs a hobby, but for me it's climbing. But for others, it could be also good to driving a fast car or having fun with the friends or going to cinema or to relax the brain and to have fun and stay focused on training. But for me it's climbing, Yeah,
it's only about the brain and not about physical training or focusing, because you have to be very focused in climbing just to relax the brain.
It's also physical training, to run up, run down, to be fast there. You have to coordinate your arms, your legs, and how you climb. But yeah, you can also train it in a gym or something like that. If you want, you can train it in the gym. But yeah, for me, it's good. I could, yeah, do both in one thing.
Do you think you can still improve in biathlon?
Yes, of course.
Which aspect?
If you look on the shooting time, then I can improve a lot of things, and yeah, also in the skiing, I think there are some aspects to improve.
What is the next step now in your career?
We will see. The Olympics, it's a big dream for me to get a gold medal at the Olympics, and yeah, if it would happen next year, it would be perfect.
Even if it was not her first aim this season, Laura finally won her first big crystal glove. A second place in the sprint and the win in the pursuit in Control-Arty ensured her the first place in the overall ranking. A big achievement for a young lady who is surely going to surprise us again in the future.